we'll have one of the member who asked the question on the 1.32 billion naira that he asked the MD, that the acting MD, Professor Pondei. Now let's quickly join him via Skype to shed more light on what happened at the House today. Thank you very much, Honorable Ben Igbakpa, for joining us on the program.
Thank you very much, IG.
Okay. Now, let me start with the question you asked. You asked the question, did you envisage that the answer would go the way it went?
I never envisaged. It's just one of those questions that I decided to put up because a lot of Niger Deltas, in short, Nigerians are agitated because what is happening and what we are seeing, the revelation, the expository is mind-blowing and everybody is agitated. And that is one question that everybody wants to know about because he said at the Senate hearing that they use 1.5 billion to take care of themselves. And I know that the obligation of NDDC as a commission to the staff, members and management and staff is to pay their salaries and allowances. So where you see 1.5 billion coming to only NDDC staff as COVID-19 palliative when other people can't even afford food, I think it's something that is worth probing into. That's why I asked the question.
Okay, now let's find out from you as a member of that committee and the investigative panel. How long will it last, or this is just the end of it?
Well, by the special grace of God, we are done with the investigation. We've gotten all we wanted. We were actually waiting to give fair hearing to everybody. We have their submission, and we are going to examine that submission and come up with our report. But we are done with the investigation.
And since you are done with the investigation, all you will do now is your recommendation and the report. And after that, what happens? What next?
Well, we are a committee sent on an errand by the House. We've done our job partially. The next one is to sit down and come up with our report, which the chairman of the committee will present to the House. All of us must endorse it because we must agree that what happened is actually the fact that happened in the course of the investigation. That's why I was really worried when NDDC was coming to say, oh, the chairman must recuse himself. Unfortunately, today, in his wisdom, the chairman of the committee recused himself and went home to decide to watch from TV and look at the drama that happened. So I keep saying it, in the House, nobody can take any decision without recourse to others. Not even the Speaker. The Speaker is first among equal. So I don't see where somebody should say, oh, because you are sitting there, then I will not get justice. But they have a right. It's their right. They exercise it. It's just that the way they went about it the first time was not the appropriate way.
Okay, let me find out for you. As a member, you have those you represent, just like you said earlier on, that people are watching and you represent a lot of persons from Delta State and they want to know. Now, you have those you represent. And as a Nigerian, would you say that the information you gathered today from your investigation will help this country? Or would you say that the fight against corruption by the present administration is moving forward?
Yeah, definitely. I must give it to the president. I was just discussing with a friend. The president means well. The president wants to fight corruption. But I see that the people, the actors that is using around him is actually the problem. So it will help because by the time people, whether you like it or not, some persons, there was several school of thought to what happened today to our dear erudite professor Pondei. Some said he was acting, some said he was actually dying, and for whatever he is, a human being, his life is involved. Mr. Speaker had to come to commiserate, to show that sympathy with the NDDC. But even if the children should watch that on TV, his children should see that on TV, I'm sure one will be able to ask his daddy, were you really going to die? And from that, people will start thinking that if I do something that is not good, I could be embarrassed. It was embarrassing. I must tell you, it was an embarrassing situation. Nobody planned for that. And I don't wish my enemy to go through that situation.
Okay, what did you say that made the man go down? What was that you said?
I didn't say anything. I only asked. You spent taxpayers' money, the money from Niger Delta. You know that Niger Delta money is blood money. It's spiritual money. You can't just eat it and go that way. So this is serve as a very strong warning to those people who think that NDDC is a place where you just go collect money and go. If you do legitimate work and you are paid, nothing happens to you. The God will bless your hustle. But if you don't do anything, you just go there, you collect money, and you think you can go away with it, this is just the beginning.
But this is not, Professor Pondei is not the first MD of NDDC. Since 1999, they've been having MDs and acting MDs. There was an MD who just left, and you said Niger Delta money is blood money. So what will happen to those that have come and gone? And there were allegations of corruption against them. Even the last one had lots of allegations of corruption against him too. So why did the blood of Niger Delta not arrest him?
Well, it starts from somebody. Have you ever really gone into looking into the issues and affairs of NDDC this way? No, this is the first time. And this is mind-blowing. And we're just taking a few months. We're not saying from 2002 or whenever, or 2000 when this NDDC came to force. We're taking some months, and it's mind-blogging. So I think people should actually be aware. Nobody is a saint, but I think people should know that whatever you are doing, they were arrogant about the activities. Some of them are my very good friends and my brothers, but I am here on behalf of my people and the people of Niger Delta, come Nigeria, to speak for them. And I will not, because you're my friend, you're my brother, then I should shy away from what I have to do. I have a responsibility to enable the MD explain to Nigerians what they did with 1.5 billion. And the title, he created a budget head for himself and said that we use it to take care of ourselves. And what I ask him is, where in the budget that the National Assembly approved for you that says this line, 1.5 billion, is take care of ourselves? That's what I ask him. It's nothing extra.
All
take care of ourselves, because budget lines, they have their title.
All right, thank you.
And he said he was going to check it out. And checking it out, the next second, the guy went down. So I sympathize with him, and I believe he'll be strong next time to face this. But again, you must know that he's a teacher. He's a professor, so maybe he's not used to some of these things. Some of them are stronger than that. So I think you should know, when you are in the midst of these tigers, you need to be very careful.
All right, Honorable Igbakpa is a member of the Committee on NDDC and is also a rep from Delta State. Thank you very much for your contribution on the program tonight. Hopefully we'll be having you when the report comes out.